Hello everyone, this is the Willing Red Fox and welcome to my world. So just to start things off, I'm over here in my data pack world just to show everyone what the actual recipes are that I've added with the data packs so that the actual Skyblock can work and actually function. And hopefully with future development it should be able to then be able to design certain things like big builds as well as villages and just the smaller redstone builds that you wouldn't be able to get normally due to structures being turned off on the world save. So the first one that we have is that you can change saplings into each other. So oak into spruce, spruce into birch, birch into jungle, jungle into acacia, and acacia into dark oak. We also have bamboo being turned from 9 sugarcane into 1 bamboo. We also have 3 gold blocks into a blaze rod. You can turn a bucket into 3 iron ingots. You can get a clay ball from 9 pieces of sand. You can get 1 piece of coal from 9 charcoal. You can get 1 charcoal ore from coal surrounded by stone. You can get stone from coarse dirt, similar to how you can do it naturally, but just simply in the crafting table. You can get a prismarine crystal from a prismarine shard. You can get 1 diamond from 9 blocks of emerald. You can get diamond ore from a diamond surrounded by stone. You can get dirt from melons, where you wrap melons around a single piece of dirt to get 2 dirt. You can get 1 gold ingot from any golden materials such as shovels and armor. You can get 1 piece of gravel from dirt. You can get ice from prismarine shards and crystals surrounding a water bottle. You can get 1 iron ingot from 1 iron shovel or any iron armor. You can do the same with leather. You can gain 1 piece of leather with any piece of leather armor. A name tag can be made with a string and a piece of stick. Obsidian can be made from 9 blocks of coal. A prismarine shard can be made from a Nautilus shell. Turtle eggs can be made by surrounding an egg with Nautilus shells. A skeleton skull can be made with 6 bone blocks and 3 bone. A skeleton skull surrounded by coal can make a wither skeleton skull. A slime ball can be made by a ball of water surrounded by a cactus. You can make more slime with rotten flesh around the slime ball. And with that, that is all the data packs that I've currently got in. So let's head over back to the main world. So now that we are back in this main world, we're actually going to be starting working on some redstone projects. Now it's going to take me a little bit longer to actually get these done, simply because it's going to require some materials. Now the first thing that I'm going to be working on is a bamboo redstone furnace, where it can use bamboo with bone meal so that it can constantly provide a furnace with enough bamboo to smelt anything that you need to do. And the other project I'm going to be working on is turning this melon farm into a automatic melon farm so that it can be dispensed coming through here, as well as potentially doing the same thing for the pumpkin farm. But first, I'm going to gather the materials for the bamboo redstone farm, and what I'm going to do after that is explain how I got it working, as well as where I got the template for the design from. So without further ado, let's go into a short time lapse of me just gathering some materials so I can get this machine built. So after all that, we are now back here, and I have been working towards the resources getting all collected, as you saw. And now that we have all of the pieces, I am going to build a small little platform over here. I'm probably going to remove this tree just to give a little bit more space. And then once done, I will come back to you so that I can actually explain the inner workings of how the machine works and where you can actually find the link to the main build being done by another YouTuber. So I'll be back in just a moment. So now I have everything built. It is now done. So the original design for this was made by JC Playz on YouTube. Now he made a similar design to this, which I actually then adapted to what I needed, simply because I found that in his design the dispenser kind of reacts with the piston, which I could not for the life of me get the timing working. So I moved a few things around just so I could get the timing working, as well as putting in an automated part that turns off the machine when it doesn't need to be run. So from what you can gain from the video, please do go watch it. It will actually explain everything and how this actually works. It's quite simple to follow. It's just simply that dispenser will hit this with bone meal, and then the piston is perfectly timed so that after the growth is done, the piston will knock the bamboo off and send it straight into this hopper, which then sends it straight into this furnace. And as you can see, I've already got quite a bit of cobblestone going, and I've already got a bit of stone done while I was trying to actually get the timing working on it. Now what happens is a comparator will read this hopper. If it's got an item in it, it will stop everything else from working, because this will invert the pulse to this piston, which then stops this block from allowing the signal to continue. And once it actually is empty, the system will then turn back on, which this dispenser is set to be the main point, and that piston will then lag behind, thank you to this repeater. And this barrel here is just a simple little barrel to store the bone meal that then goes into the dispenser. Now on top, my design is a little bit different. I've added this clock in. The main reason for this is because I couldn't get the timing to work exactly how it did with his build in the video. And for the life of me, I'm no redstoner, so I have no idea how to actually get that timing working. So instead, what I did was I made a simple, basic, old-fashioned redstone clock that I know that the timing on it will be the exact same no matter what, and then made it so that the switch down there will actually bring this block up with the piston when it needs to, just like that. That was some pretty good timing there. So it will automatically do that and allow the signal through, and every single time the signal goes through, it will be perfectly timed and the dispenser and piston will break, giving the bamboo a chance to be grown before it's broken, just like that. Now there is a little bit of loss on this, but the fact that it will continuously run until this has got an item steadily in it means that this will have to burn through a product before it even turns back on. So yeah, there's a waste in bamboo, but it's very efficient on the bone meal side. So that's all now done. So the next thing that I'll be working on is actually trying to work towards getting this melon farm automated. There's quite a lot of materials that I have to get together for it, and hopefully I can get that done in the next few moments. So without any further ado, let's head back into the time lapse. got a few tools during the way, as long as collected all the materials needed for the pistons, observers, and the redstone to go on top. So this is only the top half. I haven't actually got the materials yet to do the underside with all the railings as well as the unloader. But that will come at a later point, since it takes a long time to actually get these materials built up, since I only have the one villager down here that can actually sell me redstone, and he can only have a certain amount done every time that his inventory is reset. Now, in regards to moving forward, I'm actually going to be building the top half first and then getting the materials for the bottom half. But during that time, when I was waiting around, I decided it would be a good idea to get a axe with fortune on it, so that way I can get more melons back from all the melons that I break throughout the turning. And in regards to the pickaxe, I've now got a fortune 2, efficiency 4, and the unbreaking 3, just so that I can start using the diamond ore trick, where I can make a diamond ore using stone and a diamond to then turn it into a diamond ore to then break it into more diamonds. And with that fortune, I have a higher chance of getting more than just one, which means I can actually duplicate the output. The same with the coal, and hopefully I can start building a lot more there. And while I was at it, I got a sword with, mainly I wanted looting, but I was lucky enough to get Unbreaking 2 on there, as well as Bane of the Arthropods. It's not as useful with the mob farm over here, but it does allow for a lot more mobs to be killed in an instant and have their materials brought through, which works out 100 times better for me, because the more mobs I can get, the more loot I can get. So in the next episode, I will be working on putting in the observers and getting them all built up and placed within the melon farm. And then after that, I will be getting the material to actually build the rail cart and unloader underneath. And with that, that's the end of the video. So if you could please like, comment, or subscribe, or whatever you feel necessary with this video, so that I can understand how you wish for me to improve. And if you could tell me down below if you like the fact that the shaders have been on the entire episode, or if it's something that is too distracting and you would prefer it just to be the normal Minecraft and more normal texture pack, compared to the shaders being turned on all the time, and just leave them for the time lapse, or not have the shaders at all. If you could just let me know, that will help better understand what you guys want and actually move forward with the videos in a better way.